what we'll do, we'll just whack it in, I think, because I don't really know what it bleeding is. We just dig a trench like this. Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my allotment diaries. I would love for you to hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. So like the title of the video says, today's video is going to be all about planting out my Christmas veg. It's July, I hear you say. Well yes, but July and August are the perfect time to start thinking about putting in your autumn winter vegetables, because obviously it takes quite a long time to grow, but also at this time of year, in July, August time, the weather's still quite good, the days are quite long, you've got lots of sun, the soil is quite warm, and then we've got the showers and everything. It's like perfect conditions for things to grow. So if you start whacking in your autumn winter veg now, it grows really well and quite quickly in this weather, and then a lot of it can kind of sit there dormant for a little bit until you're ready to harvest it. So it's a great time to get stuff in the ground. These are the things that I'm planting in today. So brassica wise, I'm not putting in any of my autumn winter brassicas yet because my spring summer brassicas haven't been harvested yet. I had those growing at home. They're about this big, so I've got calabrese, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, things like that. That's all going to replace the spring summer stuff. So as soon as that comes out, that will go back in. I ordered some leeks because my leeks kind of died, but then these ones came and they do look a little bit dead as well. So I do hope that these come back to life, but they're little leeks. So I'm going to pop in some leeks today. I also have, quite excitingly, my main crop potatoes to go. My Christmas potato of choice is Maris Piper. They are my absolute favourite potatoes for roasting at Christmas time. They taste incredible. They're always a winner. So I've got some of those that I've been chitting a little bit at home, but I think I'm just going to whack these in today. So I've got the potatoes going in, and then I've also got carrots, which are the Autumn King carrots. So we're going to stick these in. Carrots don't normally do very well at my allotment, but I'm going to whack them in anyway. This is with so these seeds come from Seedcraft, which is a seed subscription box. I have the link below with the discount code Emma's Allotment, I think it is, which will give you some money off your first box. They send you seeds every single month, and yeah, they're really good because the seeds that they sow are seeds that you can actually sow right now. So he doesn't send you seeds ready for next spring or anything. It's like every month you get the seeds you can sow that month. So Autumn King carrots can now go in July, which is excellent to know. So thank you very much, Nick, for those. Let's whack in the leeks first because they look the most dead. So we need to find a spot for them. So much has gone into this bed and absolutely nothing has survived and nothing has come out again, but it's got a load of slugless over it basically because I've been protecting stuff with slugless, and slugless is like a natural organic material, so I'm hoping that that's kind of improved the soil a little bit. I think it's made from loads of things slugless. You can see it all over the surface here. It's that little white stuff. I think it's made from like eggshells and all sorts of natural things, so hopefully that's improved the soil a bit. But this is where my leeks are going to go in. We're going to whack them in, I think. That was a nice idea. It didn't quite work because the soil's a bit dry. But it's okay because we're going to soak them. So, leeks, here we go. They may very well already be dead. So the last time that I planted my leeks out, I kind of did it like half right, because there's like a knack to doing it, and then I got a bit scared and I sort of didn't follow it through. This time I've done a little bit more research, so I think what you do is, you see the roots there? This is what I've seen them all do on the TikTok. You just chop it in half like that. You half the roots. So I don't know. And then you put it in the hole. So then we pop him in the hole, so then he goes like that. And then what you do is you don't fill the hole in, you just pour water in it. Alright, okay, it's just falling over. I didn't bleeding work, did it? Stand up a little bit. And basically the water, oh, that's all you need to do. That's it. So we're going to do that with the rest of them and hopefully they'll survive. But who knows, because this is the bed of death. Nothing survives this bed. Oh God, I've just absolutely drowned that one. Oh, actually, no, he looks all right. He looks happy. Maybe I should be drowning them all. All right. Have some more, have some more. Maybe the idea is just to flood him. That one's just, look, he's just swimming. He's just swimming. I don't think they're supposed to swim. Oh, I don't bleed now. Right, they're in, they're done. I did it, I did it. I did it the way you said to do it. The leeks are all in. They look dead already. Like literally just look like little great like grains of grass, you know what I mean, strands of grass. Yeah, but I did it exactly the way that you're supposed to plant leeks, so it'd be really interesting to see how they do. Okay, moving on. And I don't really know what to do with it, and I do know that those potatoes grew well there, so I kind of just want to put the same thing in. Because I think it'll do okay. Also, have you noticed I've got borage now? I didn't think I was going to get any borage, and I've got borage here. I've got borage over there coming up, which is amazing, and then all the borage that I actually planted around the pumpkins has all come up as well. You might say I've got too much borage now, but that always happens to me. I always think I haven't got something and then I plant it and then loads of it comes up anyway. I end up with loads of it. But you can't have too much borage, I don't think. Right, potatoes. Right, the thing to know about main crop potato, which is different than early potatoes, because you don't have to do this with early potatoes, is that main crop potatoes need to be earthed up. What does that mean? Well, what it means is that when the foliage starts to grow, you need to put soil back over the top of it and bury it again, basically. And this is to stop the potatoes from reaching the sunlight. So if the sun hits the potato goes green. If the potato's green, it's poisonous. If it's poisonous, don't eat it or you'll die. There's a rhyme in there somewhere, don't ask me to find it. That's basically it, right? Green potato death. Actually, I don't know if it kills you or if it just makes you very, very sick. I probably wouldn't eat it. But I wonder if anyone's ever died from eating a green potato. That is an interesting question that you just asked. Something to Google later, I think. But basically, we don't want them going green. So you earth them up, you put more soil over the top, you keep the sun away. We don't like the sun. Sun, potatoes, no, they don't mix. This is how you do it. You dig a trench. We're going to dig a couple of trenches. We just dig a trench like this. And anything that shouldn't be in the trench, we take out of the trench. You can make it quite deep because you can earth them up more than once. So notice how when I'm piling the soil up, I'm putting it here. So it's like a hill and a, what's it called? A ditch, a ravine. Is it a ravine? It's like a ravine and a hill. That's what we're doing. We're making a ravine and a hill. Or a mountain. You can make it a hill or a mountain. It's up to you really. It's your analogy. Play around guys. Have fun. Right, there's our ditch. We have created a ditch in the ground. So this is quite deep. And then I piled all the all the dirt there in a pile. I'm going to put my potatoes in and I can very easily bring this down. So that's the idea, but we're going to do another one just behind it there. Attempt to make another one. potato. I thought I might find a potato in there. Lovely. Oh, look, he showed up. Look, he showed up. It's our little friend, the robin. So he's come down to look for any worms now and sort that out. So we'll let him sort that out for a little bit. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, you can eat them. Yeah, just don't fill in the ditches, okay? Because I'll be quite mad. Thank you so much for all the name suggestions on my new little friend the robin, by the way. I think I really like Batman. That was quite funny. That came up a few times. There are a few other little names as well that I thought was so sweet. I think what I'm going to do is put a little poll up on my Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, come over to Instagram. If I can do it on YouTube as well, I will. I'll choose some of my favourite names and then you can all vote on which one it should be. But yeah, Batman was quite funny. I'm not sure if he is a Batman or not, but it did make me laugh. What do you think about Batman? What do you think about being Batman? You're not sure? Ooh. You found a wormy? Right, can I carry on now then if you've eaten a worm? Is that alright? So like I said, the variety is Maris Piper. I have sort of chitted them a little bit, so you can see that they have got a few little green shoots coming out the top there like that. Chitting basically means you stick it on a sunny windowsill but out direct sunlight until they start to throw up shoots, and it gives them a bit of a head start. You don't have to do that, but it helps to do that. So then that's the way up it will go. That's the foliage end. So when it goes in, it will go like that. Ta-da! So we've got 4 in the front trench and 4 in the back trench with the little mountains around them. So they're sitting there in the ravine. 4 kind of feels right. I think spacing wise kind of feels right. Not massively confident on spacing with this. I kind of feel like it's a foot, maybe a foot apart, so maybe they're a little bit closer together, which means I'll probably get slightly smaller potatoes, but I don't know, it sort of feels right. Sometimes if it feels right, it is right. You've got to go with your instincts a bit sometimes. That looks right to me, based on absolutely nothing other than me just saying it feels right. So what we're going to do now is our initial fill it in. So we're going to pull down some of this mountain and just cover them up. So they're still going to be in a ditch. Alright, they're still lower than the ground. And that's what we're going to do. Push down some of the mountain so they are covered. So as you can see a little bit more clearly now, they are still in a ditch, buried, and I still have these little mini hills. They're not mountains anymore, they're molehills now. And what that means is when this starts to grow and I get foliage around that big, I'm going to pull this down over it again and cover it. And this is all about keeping the sun away from your potatoes, because if the sun hits the potatoes go green. A green potato is poisonous, and poison is a killer. We think. We haven't Googled it yet, but we think. So the only thing left to do now is to water them, let them grow, and then fill it in again. What do you want? Why are you all hanging around me now? Are you just always going to hang around me now? I think that's like a yes. So that is my Christmas potatoes planted in. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they do okay. Now if this keeps growing and we get a frost or anything, I will just cover it over with some fleece, and I think they're going to be okay in there, so I'm really happy with that. This is all the mess I make when I do any kind of planting, so let's get that tidied up. So So I'm going to stick my carrots out, the autumn ones. They don't tend to do very well at my allotment, carrots, but I am going to give it a go anyway because I've got the seeds, so I might as well just whack them in. I am thinking that perhaps these broad beans are finished, so they might need to come up now, and then I could put the carrots in this bed. They might do okay in this bed because this bed has been recently topped up just before the broad beans. I might whack them in here. I'm sort of broad beaned out as well, to be honest. I've had so many. What I'll do is I'll take these plants out now. I'll take all the broad beans off. You can see, look how many there are. I've had enough of broad beans. I think I'm going to take them home and freeze them to use another time, but I think I just need to get rid of these plants now. And the carrots might be able to go in here. A lot of broad beans. Like, I like broad beans, but I'm definitely gonna have to freeze some of these because, like, I'm not gonna eat broad beans every day for the next year. It's a great amount, really big and thick and healthy as well, so I'll have to freeze these and look after them, I think. Right. This sunflower's really happy. I've just tied him in. Look, he's got a little bee on him. He's really happy. I wish he was bigger, but you know, you can't have everything. He's a very nice, healthy little sunflower. At least I've got one. Because yeah, that one over there, he obviously snapped, and I've got my three-headed monster that hasn't flowered yet. But yeah, I've actually got a sunflower this year. It's amazing. My French beans behind here are doing really well. Mr. Robin's back looking for stuff. We're going to clear this and then put some carrots in here. Right, we'll put them over here, I think. Okay, so we're going to do row there. Like that. And a row there. I have 2 rows of carrots. This soil's very good. It's very fine and just good. It just looks like real soil. I'm so terrible at labelling stuff, I know. Right, here's the Autumn King carrots going in. Hopefully it's given me enough to make error. Yeah, hundreds of them, millions of them. In fact, we'll try and just sow so thinly. Let's try. Okay, not bad, Tim, not bad. That's quite thinly. I'll get them back in there. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Now I've got some more to succession sow, you see. Haha. Or re-sow when they all die. Just close up the drills. Just like that. Just like that. Give it a little bit of a pat down to make sure there's good contact between the seed and the soil. And then give it a water. Right, well there we go. Carrots are in. Will we get carrots? We don't know. But they're in, and it's like the lottery, isn't it? If you don't buy a ticket, your chance of winning is 0. But if you buy a ticket, it's blooming unlikely, but you've got more chance because you've got a ticket. It's the same with carrots at my allotment plot, you know. I've whacked them in, that's all I can do. Are you eating them all? I hope robins don't eat carrot seeds. Anyway, they're in there. I think they're going to do all right in there, you know. I've got a good feeling this year. I've got a good feeling about carrots. So I've sown my Maris Piper potatoes. I've got my Autumn King carrots in. We've got the leeks in, and we've got all the brassicas growing. So I'll give you a more detailed update in another vlog, hopefully on Wednesday. But I can't lead the vlog without showing you what's growing, because stuff is actually growing. We've got all the brassicas in here. They're all still alive, doing fantastically. They're, you know, they're too close together and everything, but they're alive. They're fine. fine. And then we've got the ones under there as well. They all look very much alive. My pumpkins, I can't even talk about these because I'm so excited that they're actually growing up over the archway this year. And I've got flowers too. It's amazing. I mean, these are going to be great. And then the other side isn't doing too bad. I mean, last year this is all I had and I still got an amazing pumpkin arch. So we're going to get something pretty spectacular this year. I've still got marigolds alive down there, guys. How did the slugs not find them? Down here we've still got sweet potatoes. They're still alive. We've got raspberries. Have I got a raspberry on there? Oh my goodness. I didn't think I was supposed to get a raspberry for like 2 years. How have I got a raspberry? Oh my goodness, I didn't even think I would get a raspberry this year. I told you, it's not me, it's just luck. For some reason this plot is just giving back to me this year and I don't really know why. I'm going to try them. Oh my goodness. That's the best raspberry I've ever tasted in my life. How incredible. Have I got blueberries? Are you joking right now? I'm going to cry. Have I got blueberries? I've got blueberries growing. So, like I said, I'll do a proper plot tour probably in my next video. I'll talk a little bit more about what's growing and stuff. I just remembered that I brought something from my pond. I don't really know what it is. It's like some algae, it's like an oxygenating little plant thing that you sort of put in and then it just sort of like helps the pond weed and stuff. So I've got two little bags of it. I thought I'd just whack it in and see what it does. I'm not 100% sure what it is or what it does, but I was like, it was late night, I'd had a couple of glasses of wine, I was thinking about my pond, as you do when you've had a wine, and yeah, I just thought, oh, I need some oxygenating stuff in it, so let's whack it in anyway. Yeah, it's a lot of flies in my pond right now. I don't know what that means. I mean, what it means is that there's flies in my pond, that's what it means, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What we'll do, we'll just whack it in, I think, because I don't really know what it bleeding is. Oh! Okay. The thing is, these vlogs were never intended to be like how-to vlogs. They were just supposed to be me, just sort of doing it. So, you know, I don't have all the answers. I don't even know what this stuff is. I just brought it online. Now it's here and now it's in my pond. You know, I don't know what it means. So now that we just whack that in and we have no idea what it is, I'll give you an update on what it does to the pond, if it does anything at all, if it gets eaten. I feel like it's going to be eaten by something. Anyway, I'll leave the vlog there. I hope you enjoyed it today. Remember, this is the month to start getting out your autumn winter veg. I've called it Christmas veg, but it could be autumn veg. If you don't know what to sow right now, think about sowing for autumn. Everything that you're putting in the ground now is going to have quite a long growing season, so you have to think the weather's going to change, basically. That's the way that I do it anyway. I hope it's been helpful to you. If you've enjoyed the vlog, do subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, let me know what you're growing in your allotments right now, and I'll be back on Wednesday hopefully, so I'll see you Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye.